Hi, it's J Kehoe, J Kehoe, right? Okay, it's Saturday morning, and I'm in New York City, and I want to advocate for myself that for years I have seen, since 2005, people having allegiance to those who I have identified as, and others have identified as running black budget operations here in the U.S. and abroad, obviously. Well, these people have allegiance. They forfeit their allegiance to their friend, their twin brother. For Jenny Rosenberg, it would be brother-in-law. For my cousins, their uncle's adopted son. I mean, it's insane. And on top of that, these people went abroad. I think they used corruption and bribes or money, favors at the university that I worked at in mainland China. It's obvious to me now that the groundwork was laid before I even got there with certain administration members, namely the dean of the English department and the head of the school, the president. But that groundwork did not include, it excluded the foreign affairs officer. Her name was Miss Yang. It excluded my counterparts in the department, meaning fellow teachers. But as things went on, it later did include one individual who was a fellow teacher and the liaison between the English teachers and the department, because Miss Yang didn't speak English. She's the Foreign Affairs Officer, but whatever. The main point I'm making is that I landed in China to a setup, and within 3 weeks, I was being woken up continuously every night. Now, to maintain my point here is when I landed in Guangzhou, China, that was in 2003, September, and it was a horrible, it ruined my entire experience there, and it was an extended, protracted sleep disturbance for 3 semesters of the university, and then I decided to take a break from working just because of that, and focus on advancing my language study. I was already fluent, but you can always advance more, and that's what I intended to do. And they had already made groundwork there. They had the head teacher for our group of students was involved in something, and this was in conjunction with my new apartment in Guangzhou City. After spending a month in Hong Kong, a week in Thailand with no sleep disturbances, I landed in Guangzhou, and probably about after 1 month of fine living in my new apartment in downtown Guangzhou, the people downstairs began making it impossible for me to sleep at night with sounds that would wake me seconds after I slept, or into my sleep maybe 20 or 30 minutes. And that would continue to happen, where I came home, and I would come home after 4 hours of classes in the morning, and I would just look, because my plan was to do the classes in the morning and then come home, study all afternoon, and then evenings are free. So I just would come home from class just wanting to sleep because I hadn't slept all night. And I had to move. Well, anyway, you can read my blogs. It's horrible. This is happening here, and it's never stopped. And it means that these weapon systems are being used on everyone, in my opinion. Because if you standardize, if I'm witnessing standardization of everybody, from a good friend of mine, Matthew Ronconi, to another friend of mine that I've known since I was 19 years old, to a classmate I've known since freshman year in college. These three male friends were used. And it's just sick that these people can garner allegiance from anyone and leave me utterly isolated within their... isolated from anybody independent from them. So, it's horrible. I was in a cell much of the time in Binghamton until I reduced my cigarette smoking. That had something to do with chemicals flooding your body and being the carrier for some of this technology that's used, because it's all biochemical and bioelectric, whatever. And I'm discredited too, but it's horrible. I'm trying to get out of here, but I'm going to stop the video right now.